Okay, it's recording. So what I was hoping we could do today is share. Can you guys hear me? I was hoping we could share some of our book reviews. So what I want you to do is in another tab, open up your book review that you turned in, and then I'm going to ask questions like, oh, how did you describe it? And then you're going to answer. Okay, so you're not actually going to be sharing like the screen of your book report, just like verbally doing it as I ask questions. So right now I need you to bring up your book review in another tab. Okay. Please do so. Pretty please, da, 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 da. You're pulling up your book review in another tab, Olivia, and we're going to share some things off our book reviews. Okay, I should probably... I don't know why you can't hear me, Michaela. Exit off and get back on. Maybe your little AirPods aren't linked all the way. We're going over our book review. Obviously, first thing, book review was the title. Like, we know what the title is. It is Walk Two Moons, right? Not hard. And then, can someone please tell me who the author is? Put it in my chat. Who's the author, friends? Landon, put your computer on your desk. I will not ask you again. I want to be able to see what you are doing. It is. All of you are correct. It is Sharon Creech. Thank you. All right. So the first question on your mini book review was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this? So if you would like to share, raise your hand in the raise your hand thing. How would... No, don't type it in the chat. I want you to share it. Paisley, share with me, love.
I rated it a 9 out of 10.
Why'd you rate it a 9 out of 10?
Because I thought it was really interesting, and I like books with drama.
Yeah, but they went to some
Definitely has a little bit of drama. Isabella Hanlon, how about you?
I gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4? Why'd you give it a 4?
Because it was kind of like confusing and like it just was kind of boring sometimes.
I totally disagree with you, but that's okay. That's why we have different opinions. Olivia, how about you, ma'am?
I gave it 10 out of 10.
Why'd you give it 10 out of 10?
Because it was the best book I've ever read.
See, I also really like this book. Michaela, what'd you say? What'd you rate it? Michaela, I called on you. I don't want it in the chat. I want her to speak. Okay, I'm not gonna call on you then, Michaela.
I give it a 10 out of 10 because I just really like the book. I don't know.
All right, Hannah Drubert. Thank you for sharing, Michaela. What do you think, Hannah Drubert?
I put 5 because I think that there's better books, and it's also like really, really sad.
Oh, so the sadness. Counted it down for the sadness. Kaden, how about you, buddy?
11 out of 10.
Oh, look, he even rated it higher. He gave it extra points. Evan.
I rated it a 9 out of 10 only because there were kind of some boring parts, but either way, it was kind of nice.
All right, Evan said he rated it a 9 out of 10 because it was kind of nice.
No, boring.
He said there was also some boring parts in it, which I don't feel like they're... I mean, this total opinion, I don't really know what necessarily the boring parts, because I mean she was on a road trip, and sometimes road trips aren't the most exciting things. Logan Westland, how about you, bud?
I rated it an 8 out of 10 because I didn't really like how the ending was.
Didn't really like the ending. All right, that's a good reason. All right, next question, friends. Everyone's gonna answer this, so you better be ready, because I'm gonna call on all of you in the order you are on my screen. Highlight the words that describe this book. So I want you to pick like your 3 top words that describe this book, okay? 3 top words. Just 3, okay? Not 56, not 20, 3 top words. Isabel Hanlon, you are first on my screen. Tell me 3 words to describe this book.
Boring, funny, and confusing.
Boring, funny, and confusing. All right, all right. Kaden, how about you?
Sad, surprising, and interesting.
Sad, surprising, and interesting. Mr. Rainier, you are next.
Funny, sad, and exciting.
Funny, sad, and exciting. Those are good words. There were definitely some funny parts, like when Sal was like trying to tell Phoebe, like, hey, I really like you, but sometimes I want to throw you out the window. Like, that cracks me up. Like, I think that's funny. Mrs. Jones's class, are we having an issue? Because we seem to be turning around a lot. Michaela, how would you describe this book? 3 top words.
So, interesting, sad, and kind of like brave, I guess.
You would describe a book as brave? I don't know if you can describe a book as brave because a book is an inanimate object. Interesting and sad, yes. You could say people in the book were brave, but a book can't be brave because it's an inanimate object. So pick a 3rd word. Interesting, sad. What's another word, Michaela? You should have your book review up. You should be looking at what you already said.
Surprising.
Surprising. Okay, Olive, ma'am, your turn. Was your volume on?
Oh, I just sent it to you.
Okay, Olive said funny, interesting, and surprising. There definitely were some twists and turns. Paisley, your turn.
Suspenseful, sad, and entertaining.
No.
Ooh, suspenseful. That's a good one. There were definitely some good cliffhangers in this book. That's a very good descriptive word. Who's next? I don't know who this little... Oh, Jameson, you're next, sir. Your little French toast square. Or cinnamon toast square. I don't know.
Funny, sad, and confusing.
Funny, sad, and confusing. All right. Olivia, what were your 3 top words?
Had sad, exciting, and heartwarming.
Sad, exciting, and heartwarming. I mean, Sal did get to spend, I think heartwarming can definitely be when Sal realized that it was like a gift that she was able to spend all that time with her gram before she passed away. So I can definitely see heartwarming. Evan.
I put exciting, confusing, and entertaining.
Exciting, confusing, and entertaining. All right. Logan, you are next, I think. Logan at Westland is next.
I put exciting, entertaining, and interesting.
Exciting, entertaining, and interesting. Thank you. Who is next? Molly, Miss Molly, tell me. Thank you. Miss Molly chose surprising, astounding, and entertaining. Evan, mute yourself because it's causing confusion. Thank you, Molly. I like the word astounding. That makes me feel like smart when I say that. Mackenzie, you are next.
I chose interesting, sad, and heartwarming.
Interesting, sad, and heartwarming. Corgan, Miss Powerpuff Girl. Tell me. What are your 3 words?
Confusing, sad, and surprising.
Confusing, sad, and surprising. So it looks like we have like an overall theme. A lot of you guys said well, a few of you said confusing, but a lot of you said surprising. A lot of you said sad. Haley?
I put funny, sad, and surprising.
Funny, sad, and surprising. Hannah Drubert?
Sad, funny, and surprising.
Sad, funny, and surprising. Logan Bernard with the dog and the eyebrows. Logan. Yeah, because no one else thinks it was boring, Isabel. It was a great book. I think that's very interesting that you said boring. Like I've never heard that book described as boring, but it's personal opinion. Eden. Logan, type him in the chat, bud. Eden Swanson or Logan.
Sad, interesting, and heartwarming.
Sad, interesting, and heartwarming. Yeah, I would say, thank you, Eden. I would agree with you. Like, I think Restart and Walk Two Moons are my favorite books that we read in Reading RTI. And I know some of you guys weren't with me the whole time, so you may have read different books, but Restart and Walk Two Moons are definitely my favorite. All right, we're not going to do the 1-paragraph summary because no one wants to read a full paragraph. But I do love the question that says, but I also do love Bud Not Buddy. See, I try really hard to read good books in Reading RTI, and I hope you overall really like them. Actually, you're going to have a Google Classroom question tomorrow and for Reading RTI, and you'll see what it is. But anyways, lots of good books. I try to read good books in Reading RTI that keep you guys interested. But right now, would anyone like to share their favorite part of the book? Like, what was your favorite moment in the book? Like, your favorite chapter? Anyone have one? Jameson, you want to go first?
When Sal found out about her mom.
When Sal found out about her mom. Okay. Logan Westland.
I like when Phoebe went to Sal's house and started talking about like cholesterol and all that.
Yeah, Phoebe cracks me up. Like, she's worried about the insignificant things like cholesterol, and like, you're like 13. I don't really think you need to worry about cholesterol. So silly. Olivia.
My favorite part was when Sal got to see her mom.
Like her grave, when she got to be there and like really get that closure. Yeah, that was a good moment for sure. Like a sad moment, but like she, finally could accept it a little bit. Isabella.
When Phoebe kept getting all those notes and trying to figure out like who was sending them.
Mm-hmm. I think some of those quotes for the notes were so good. Like, in the course of a lifetime, what doesn't matter? And I think that's so important to remember. Like, when we get upset over things, like, is this going to even matter tomorrow? I think that's really important, because living your life upset is just, that's no fun. So I think that one's my favorite quote from the book. Kaden, how about you, sir?
When Sal got mad at Phoebe and she said, "I like you sometimes, but right now I want to throw you out the window."
Yeah, I think that's my favorite moment in the book, when Sal's, because I feel like we definitely feel like that as a people. You can really like someone, they can be your best friend, but sometimes you just want to be like, can you just get out of my life for like 5 minutes? And I think Sal was so nonchalant about it. She was like, really like you, but I want to throw you out the window. Like, I don't know. That was probably one of my favorite parts in the book. So I'm glad you like that too, Kaden. Michaela Freeze, tell me your favorite part, ma'am.
When how do I put this? When Sal had the courage to go down to the bus, it was really dangerous.
Right, that definitely, I mean, first off, she just drove like 4 hours and she doesn't even have a license. Like, that was dangerous. And then she, went down like a hill mountainside to go to it. So, definitely dangerous, good thing. I think didn't we start the year off with the Diary of a Wimpy Kids book? The Long Call? The orange one? We definitely started with that one. Paisley, how about you, ma'am? What was your favorite part?
When Sal found her mother so she can stop worrying.
All right. Evan.
My favorite part was when she just once her grandpa gave her the keys, just straight away she knew what to do and drove all the way down there 4 hours safely on a mountainside and didn't flip over. And then she had the courage to actually go down that mountain where she could have died easily. Um, and then actually got to see. But then when she got pulled over, she was calm about it.
She wasn't totally pulled over, like they just appeared behind her car, But yeah, I think Sal is definitely like secretly an old soul. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that, but like some people, like she's definitely like super grown up. She's like a adult kind of in a child's body, you know what I mean? She's like been through a lot and she understands a lot. Like, and I think yeah, so I think it's also interesting that her grandfather knew what she had to do, even though she never ever told her grandfather, I need to get there. But I need to see, the car crash. She never ever said that out loud to her grandparents, but her grandpa was like, oh yeah, here are the keys, wink wink, just in case. But he knew really what she was gonna do. So I think that is I just think her grandfather knew what needed to happen. So I'm going to read through all of your mini book reviews, and I'm excited to read everything through. Obviously, we shared a lot today, but I'm excited to read through them all. Thank you for doing that. Also, I'm going to, let's make sure everyone turned it in. That's what we're going to do first. All right. Zachary, Hannah Horton, Landon Rebus, who none of them are on right now. So, they need to finish it. And if you're watching the recording, Zachary, Hannah Horton, Landon Rebus, you need to finish your mini book review. Then do what you got to do moment. Olivia, you need to finish the do what you got to do moment. Oh wait, you said he couldn't think of one. I know, but he might be watching the recordings. So then that's just Hannah Horton and Landon Rebus. Okay. So, anyways, I'm excited to read through all of these and yeah, I'll give you some feedback. Tomorrow, you will have a Google Classroom question. Is this? No, not that I'm aware of, Corkin. It's just a story. It's just a story. I mean, I guess it could be realistic fiction because, like, I suppose this could happen in real life. Someone could get in a bus accident and die. That's totally feasible. Someone could leave strange notes on someone's thing. So I would say this is like a realistic fiction. My favorite genre. Nevertheless, fiction. But anyways, tomorrow we are not going to have a live because you're going to have a Google Classroom question and then you're going to have directions to do later. We are ending a few minutes early. So since we are ending a few minutes early, you need to hop on Study Island just until Math RTI. That's less than 10 minutes. So go do a little bit on Study Island or read a book if you happen to have a book. Even though AR's over, that doesn't mean you can't read anymore. Okay, so read a book, Study Island. Bye-bye.
Use the bathroom for airplanes, like you've done for this